Back when I was a freshman in high school, I had a MySpace page. One evening I got a friend request from some hot chick. She messaged me, and after a little bit of talking, she suggests that we trade nudes. Being a stupid 14-year-old, I thought, fuck yeah, this is going to be awesome. So I take a few pics of myself and she sends me some nudes of her own. Things are going great. Out of nowhere I get a message on AIM from someone I don't know, basically saying, "Hey, I have those naked pictures of you. If you don't talk to me, I'm going to send them to everyone on your friends list." I start freaking out. I have no idea what to do, so I just start talking to him. At first, he tried saying he was a guy from my high school, a senior. He demanded that I get on my computer every night at 9 PM and talk to him, or else he was going to show everyone my naked pictures. This goes on for a few weeks, and things start getting progressively worse. By now, I know he's not from my high school. He's an adult and a complete psycho. One night I was at a friend's house, and the only person at home was my sister. She calls me and says that some guy called the house and insisted on talking to me, and got very angry when she said that I wasn't home. A few nights later, I was not able to get on AIM until midnight, and the first thing that he messages me when I sign on is, "I've been sitting in front of your house, admiring your Winnie the Pooh flag, and trying to look into your bedroom window." I freaked the fuck out. My mum always puts up seasonal flags, and so we had some cheesy Winnie the Pooh Valentine's Day flag out on my front door. Up until this point, I hadn't told anyone about this guy. I was just hoping he'd go away. So I wake up my brother and tell him what's going on. He insists that we call the police, but I was convinced I could get him to stop bothering me and the police weren't necessary. So he goes and wakes up my parents, and I tell them exactly what's been going on. My mum immediately freaks out, rightly so, and calls the police. The police come, and I talk to them for a little bit, show them some of the messages that he would send me, and they made a report of it. From that night on, I just completely ignored him, and accepted the fact that the world was going to see me naked. I got several messages over the next few months from girls who would randomly message me my pictures. I was super embarrassed and dreaded going to school. The guy would tell everyone that I sent the pictures to him and that I was gay, etc, etc. At that age, that sort of thing can really fuck with you. Fast forward to my senior year of high school, and all of this had blown over. I did a good job forgetting how this guy tormented me, and things were really going well for me. Until one night at a football game. I'm walking into the concession stand with a group of people, and a random man comes up to me and says, "Somebody wants to talk to you, under the bleachers." My heart goes into my chest, and I immediately say I don't want to talk to anyone. Keep in mind, this was almost 4 years after the incident, but it was always in the back of my mind that he would come looking for me one day, and I knew it was him. Even though I'd never met him, I could just tell by the way that he asked that it was him. Everyone asks me what that was about, and I give them a quick rundown on who I think that was. We all head back into the stands, and another friend of mine comes running up to me and says, "Hey, this weird guy is standing in the bathroom showing people naked pictures of you." We're sitting next to a teacher of mine who overhears this, and he immediately calls the police and runs over to the bathroom to try and catch the guy. The guy had already left, but I gave a description of him to the police, and some concerned parents saw what he was driving when he left. I didn't sleep at all for the next few days. I was absolutely terrified this guy would come to my house looking for me. I couldn't believe this fucking weirdo was still after me. But after a few months, nothing else happened, and I began to forget about him. At the end of school one afternoon in the spring of my senior year, I get called into the dean's office. There are several police officers and a detective. They tell me they've caught the guy that's been harassing me, and that he's been doing similar stuff to other kids at the school for quite some time. He'd been in jail before for sexual assault against a minor, and a laundry list of other crimes. The cops found literally gigabytes of child pornography on his computer, as well as tons of evidence of his obsession with me. After a lengthy trial, he's now locked up until 2037, and hopefully out of my life forever.